I have run into a problem. I don't really know how to fix it, so I just decided to sit down and hit record and see what comes out of my mouth. And I don't really have a plan for this. I don't know if I'm ever even gonna upload this, or if I do, if there's ever gonna be more of these. But I figured I needed to decompress and talk about how I want to go forward with my life, I guess. I turned 18 earlier this year. Well, I turned 18 January 11th. And as much as I feel like nothing has really changed for me in that time, I feel like as of January 11th, it was time for me to just get my ass in gear and start actually doing something. I haven't really done anything. I haven't even made a video since my whole garlic thing, and people who ever watched it seemed to enjoy it, but it was just kind of like whatever, and I haven't gotten to really do anything else. I had another video talking about gas stations that I was going to release, but as soon as I started editing, I decided that I hated it and I did not want it to see the light of day. I might upload it on a SoundCloud or something. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll figure it out. I will just figure it out. So far I seem to have a decent idea of what I'm going to do with my life moving forward. I still plan on going to college and existing as a normal person who also happens to be doing this YouTube stuff, maybe, hopefully. I have a few projects sort of in the works, such as another podcast sort of thing where I just talk to my friends about whatever goes on, and then another one about comic books and about two prolific comic book writers, being Alan Moore and Grant Morrison, that I will go into as much detail as I find about them, as much detail as I can, because I really love their work, and to me that seems to just be what I want to do, and I've wanted to do that for a long time, and nobody seems to be doing anything like that. So I figured it'd be interesting, at least to me, to try that out. And besides that, I don't really have a plan as of what I'm going to create as a content creator besides those two things and whatever else people seem to ask me to do, which is hard because I want to create things. I just don't have any ideas that I feel like I can make into fruition, which is not great. Not a great thing for me, but I'll survive and I'll figure something out. I have some ideas floating around that hopefully I can get off my ass and turn into real projects. I have a Google Doc open right now of what I plan to sort of talk about, and it's just talk about life, talk about plans, talk about whatever. And I don't really have that's just kind of all I have right now, I guess, is those three things. Turning 18 has been weird to me, where I have this sense of I just kind of want to get to it. I'm tired of being in high school, and I guess everybody is up to a point, but it finally hit me. I like, for a while I didn't care, but once I hit 18, I was like, I want to do something. I want to like get out. I have all this momentum and I have nowhere to put it. I want to go places. I want to do things. I want to record more. I want to make more things, but I'm very limited by this current environment, and I'm hoping by this summer when I move, it'll be less limiting. I don't think it'll be necessarily like everything I've ever wanted, but I think it'll be quite less limiting. I'll be in college. I'll have a job that, like, a steadier job, and I'll have more of my own space that I think will be a lot better, more quiet, more serene, that I can customize more and deal with all of the audio issues that I have with this current setup. Hopefully also get a better computer that I can also deal with. And it's all part of the plan. I'm trying my best to the few people that actually care about my content. I'm trying my hardest, and I genuinely mean that. And I genuinely care about all of this. I genuinely want to be someone who can make good material and do it somewhat consistently, but I also don't want to make stuff that I don't care about, which is hard when I haven't really, most of my ideas are so big that I don't know where to start them, which has been most of my everything I've had an idea for. I don't know where to start. I don't really know how to edit. I'm trying to learn better how to do that, and I think it's working out. I'll figure it out. I'll always figure it out. That's my idea. So I don't know what's on my mind. My idea for this is that I will use this to decompress and just talk for however long I can stomach and talk about what's on my mind. And currently, what's on my mind is that I watched this video about Watchmen, done by Kieran Gillen, a somewhat prolific comic book author, and he talks in a bookshop about Watchmen and how it changed his life and all these little details. He goes really, really in depth about himself, how he got into Watchmen, what Watchmen did, and all the little details about Watchmen that he really loves. And I watched that, and I was amazed by all these little details I missed about Watchmen my first time reading. Second, I really wanted to reread Watchmen with all these little bits in mind. And third, I realized that I'm bad at analyzing things, and I want to get better. I want to learn or figure out, I guess, because I don't think it's really something you can learn very effectively, or maybe I just haven't looked to the best of my ability. I will link this video in the description or whatever, because it's fantastic. But I just think that I really need to get better, because that's what I want to do in the end. I want to make videos analyzing things that I truly enjoy and that I really think more people should either care about or just experience in general. And that's hard when I find it very difficult to accurately depict my emotions in anything other than just talking out loud to myself while walking around my kitchen at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep and I just finished something I really, really like. And another issue I found is that I just don't know enough, and I constantly, and this is something with me where I just want to know everything. I want, whenever I see something I don't understand, I just want to get it. I want to get to the core of it, and I want to understand it. And I don't know enough to accurately analyze and go through media in a way that is, in my opinion, important, that will make people care more, can really get to the inner ideas of the work. And I think another issue I have with that is I haven't reread many things, especially Watchmen. I've only read that once when I was in 9th grade. And as much as I enjoyed it, more after the fact than in my initial reading, because I just didn't seem to necessarily care too much until I finished it, and seeing that ending and seeing everything come together like that, and then thinking back on everything I read was so much more impressive to me than actually reading it. And it definitely makes it so I want to read it again. I just don't know when, because I'm constantly trying to read new things that I think are more important, in air quotes. And I need to find a good balance between reading things that personally interest me, new things that personally interest me, and re-experiencing things that have already interested me, but I want to get a deeper interest in, and experiencing things that maybe don't necessarily interest me as much as other things, but might, in the end, deepen my understanding and my cultural awareness of things, which is why I'm currently going through Paradise Lost, which I recently had to read for school. I had to recently read part of book 1, part of book 2, and then most of book 9 and 12, so I skipped most of it, but I want to get through it all and at least get a vague understanding of what that means and how I can apply it to other things in this insane patchwork web that is literature and that is media that I've decided to delve into as something that I love and something that I've always loved in a sense. Because no matter what, I've always found myself interested in stuff like that, whether it be video games or books or comics or manga or anime or movies, which is the newer one. I've always been very, very interested in stuff like that. And I want to understand it, which is part of the reason I want to be an English teacher and part of the reason I want to do this YouTube stuff and everything, because I just kind of want to understand, and I want other people to, if nothing else, be entertained by me and possibly gain more understanding. In the end, I want them to actually want to go out and do what I am trying to do and go and try to deepen their own understanding of things past what I could possibly do. Because I'm just one guy, and my ideas and what I'm interested in are not what everybody else is interested in. But I think people should understand why they are interested in the things they are interested in more. And I am rambling super hard here. Nobody's gonna watch this. I don't even care. I just want to get this out. I just want to talk into a microphone for a while and get all of this off my chest. All these ideas that I don't really have concrete ideas for, I guess. And I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's all I can say. I think that's all of the ideas I have. That's all that's on my mind. That's all I can really talk about for right now. Well, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed. I'm not gonna ask for anything. Just text me. Hey, if you get tired, pull over. Just take a little rest. Text me when you get home. I love you.